Good morning, y'all. I missed my brother today. For context, I had an older brother. I am in neutral. For real. I have a twin brother, and we had an older brother who was 10 years our senior, and he passed away this November. It'll be 2 years, right before Thanksgiving. And I remembered my dream last night / this morning. I woke up to a dream about, I think I was at my mom's house. I was with my mom and someone else was there, and I saw him come into the room and hand her a plate of food, and he said, "Here you go, Ma." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, thank you." And I could see him too, obviously, but whoever was in the room with us was like, that's just her imagination talking about my mom, because he passed away, talking about my brother like 10 years ago. And then I remember someone coming to the door. It was almost like she was having a memory or like hallucinating, but like I could see it too. It was very strange. And then I remember hearing someone knock at the door or ring the doorbell or come to the door or something. And it was one of his old friends. And I just went and gave that guy like a big old squeeze. And he said, we were supposed to go out and have tea together. Do you still want to do that? And I was like, yeah. And then I woke up. And so I don't remember like which friend that is, like, because otherwise I would have reached out to them. I've been like, hey, I had a dream about you, or you were in it, and I wanted to reach out, because typically if I have a dream with someone in it and it's significant in that way, then I would reach out to them and share that with them, because it seems like when that happens, they're having the same kinds of like feelings or thoughts, or if they didn't today or last night, then they have recently or whatever. So I had told myself yesterday that I was going to run today, and then I was going to run farther than I have been in the morning. There's a loop that I've taken a couple times, maybe like 4 or 5 times, and I looked on my map near my house and I said, oh, I saw that there's a bigger loop that I can take that kind of follows the same route, but it's longer, and I wanted to challenge myself to run closer to a mile, because the loop that I take now is like 0.6 of a mile, so a little more than half a mile. But then I was feeling really sad this morning and just missing my brother, so it kind of slowed me down a little bit. But I just took my time warming up my body, and then I watered a few more plants and put on some MF Doom, because that was one of his favorite artists. And he would play his music all the time, and he would rap along with him. So now when I hear MF Doom, I hear it in my brother's voice, which is such a wonderful memory to have now that I think about it, because it's like I always have access to him in some tangible way. So I played Doom while I ran and like was getting super hyped into the music. And the run was actually really like smooth. There wasn't any points. There was like a small point, just very close to my house actually, when I left, that I felt like, I'm feeling kind of tired. The sun is so red right now, but I pushed through and just kept going. But after that, like, I was in a groove and I felt really good, and I was super proud of myself for just making the commitment, making the decision to run the longer distance, and then keeping that commitment to myself. Not necessarily despite the sadness this morning or like the grief, just coming up, but just, taking the initiative to do it, because I told myself the next time I run in the neighborhood, not like at the gym or whatever, the next time I run in the neighborhood, I'm going to take this longer route. The interesting thing is, which I kind of thought this would be true, the gym that I go to has an indoor track, and there's a sign that says 6 laps is approximately 1 mile. I ran 6 laps at that gym, and it was a struggle. Like, oh my goodness, it was such a mental struggle. That repetition of 6 laps was mentally tough. But running outside this morning, so I ended up doing the 6 laps at my gym, and it was 0.78 of a mile. And I did the big loop this morning, and it was like 0.83 of a mile, and I felt so much better running outside, which it makes sense. I mean, I don't have that repetition. Every step is new. I'm still going in a big circle, but for me, that's what works. Like, either I'm running somewhere and then turning around and going back, or I'm running in a big circle, which I think mentally just works for people. Anyways, I really just post this video to share. I mean, just like most of my videos, I'm just sharing, but I'm just really proud of myself for continuing to run when I have the opportunities to do so, and continue to keep these commitments to myself. I realized that, and I talked about this during my last video, just, you know, how kind of tricky it is and slippery when we start getting into that, you know, I just want to be pleased, I just want pleasure, I just want to be happy, without actually being willing to take the steps, you know, because running is uncomfortable. You know, my feet hurt every morning. I know that I should start soaking them, but it's an out of sight, out of mind kind of thing, because they don't hurt throughout the day. They just hurt when I wake up because my muscles are sore because I'm running and haven't ran before. So anyways, have a good day. If you're feeling some grief today, you're not alone, and it comes in waves. Just do something to honor that person. If that's what you feel like you need to do, do it. Don't try to avoid honoring them or thinking about them or whatever. Draw them, talk to them, write to them, whatever it is that your body is telling you to do right now, do it, because that's them communicating with you.